Hello there, Virgo. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly video tarot forecast for January 12th through the 18th. I am using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And so, Virgo, what I have for you for Monday is the King of Clubs showing up reversed. And this is just telling me that on Monday, something is going to be coming up that is interfering with your normal problem-solving skills. And so there's going to be some kind of problem that you're really looking at trying to pick apart and just not exactly able to do that. What I'm hearing is the best thing that you can do is not try to do this on your own, but ask for assistance with this problem. If you ask for assistance, you'll be amazed at what can happen with a little bit of teamwork and cooperation, Virgo. Okay, so Virgos, on Tuesday, what we have coming up for you is the Ace of Clubs. I love it, love it, love it, love it. The Ace of Clubs actually talks about a new and creative inspiration coming in, and many times this is actually a problem-solving inspiration. So maybe this comes from asking somebody else to help you, but whatever's going on Tuesday, you have this wonderful, wonderful inspiration, and it does make your life much easier when you put this inspiration, when you see how it can work for you in your life. Okay, so now Wednesday, what we have is we have the Five of Clubs, and the Five of Clubs is in reverse. This is just telling me, this is kind of a complicated situation actually. This is telling me that you had a situation that made you disappointed in someone or something, and this triggered you to reset your priorities, to start putting more attention and effort into something that maybe you hadn't put as much attention and effort into because you felt like it was worthy, it was going to give you more bang for the time and the energy. So what's happened now is that you've gone back on that decision about switching your priorities around, and so now you're putting your priorities back to the way they were originally before you first made that change or the adjustment. So that's what I see for you Wednesday. I see a little bit of going back to the way things used to be. Thursday, what we have coming up is we have the Knight of Cups. Virgo, for you, I see this as somebody coming into your life on Thursday. So this is someone showing up. This is a gentleman showing up, a man, and this is somebody who sometimes can make some rash decisions. Being a knight, he's a little bit less seasoned, so sometimes he can make some rash decisions, but he's someone that comes in who's very naive and gullible and kind of looks at the world through rose-colored glasses. He really sees the best in everybody, and I feel like he kind of is in denial about the fact that, you know, somebody could have a bad side. And I feel like on Thursday, when you run into this person, it's going to become really obvious where he is kind of in denial about something that is going on in his life, that he just refuses to see it because he doesn't think anybody could be that way to anybody, much less just to him. Okay, so that's Thursday. And then Friday, what we have showing up is the Seven of Coins in reverse. Now, Seven of Coins, when it's right side up, means it's harvest time. When it's in reverse, that means something different. And so what I'm seeing is, for most of you Virgos on Friday, you're expecting a harvest to come in then, and it's not quite harvest time yet. Patience is the key here. For a lot of you, I'm feeling like give it 3 more days. Now, I have had people that I've read for that this has actually been talking about relationship situations, even though it is coins or pentacles, where they have been really putting some effort into the relationship and trying to make the other person feel comfortable opening up to them, and really just trying to show that they're a safe person for this other person to be around, or what have you, whatever it is that people do to work on relationships. And so they're expecting the harvest of this person opening up to them. And I'm feeling like for a lot of you, this is what it has to do with these relationships. In fact, I'm feeling like for very few of you, does this have to do with finances at all, Virgos. And so anyway, what I'm saying is, I'm hearing, give it 3 more days. So you're expecting that payoff to come in on Friday. Maybe you have a date with this person and you're thinking, well, maybe he'll finally open up, or maybe she'll finally, you know, let down her guard. Give it a few more days. Just patience is the key here. Patience, patience, patience. If you get impatient, you blow it all up. So what's the point of that? Just hang on. You're doing okay. You're doing fine. Just be patient with what you're doing. Keep it up. Saturday, Virgos. Five of Clubs, Five of Clubs, Five of Clubs, Five of Clubs. All right, so this is telling me Saturday, frustration. Typically, this is a situation where everybody is supposed to be working towards the same target or the same goal, but everyone involved in the project seems to have a different agenda about how to get to that target or goal, which sort of keeps the whole project at a standstill. So this is the type of frustration that I'm seeing coming up for you on Saturday, some type of situation with that thing going on. All right, so Sunday what we have is the Queen of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is somebody who is very good at problem solving. She's very good at thinking things through. She's very good at making plans and following through with them. She's very good at running a business, running a household. And I'm feeling like the Queen of Swords. I'm really trying to feel around here. I'm not coming up with a good answer, which tells me that there's two ways this card is manifesting for you Virgos. Some of you have it manifesting as that's going to be you on Sunday. Very logical, very much making a plan, following a plan, just doing everything very logic based. For the rest of you, which, and I said this is about half and half. For the rest of you, I see a character coming into your life like this, and I'm seeing that she may not be a female. Normally with a queen, this is a female, but what I'm feeling is you get about half of you this is going to be a female, half it's going to be a male, and this is somebody coming in that's very logical, and they're going to be kind of trying to point you in the right direction when they come in. They're kind of like a mentor or a guide or a wannabe mentor or a guide, depending on if you want to pay any attention to them or not. For most of you, you can pay attention to this person. I feel like there's a very small percentage that this person may not have your best interest at heart. I'm talking like 3%. So for most of you, this is not even going to apply. But for the 3%, this person who is giving you advice really doesn't have your best interest at heart. And I'm feeling like also, it's going to be kind of a no-brainer that they don't have your best interest at heart. This is not going to be something that you have to sit there and wonder, well, am I part of that 3% or not? Because it's going to be just as obvious as the nose on your face whether this person has your best interest in heart or not. If they don't, it's just going to be like you may as well have a red sign on this person's face with the line through it, just saying, don't listen to me, because that's how obvious it's going to be if they don't have your best intentions at heart. Okay, so Virgo, that is your week. For those of you who would like a private session with me, I would like you to check out my website, make sure I am the right reader for you. Also, you guys should know that I do more than just read cards. I also do spiritual healing, especially if you have problems with anxiety. I can totally help you with that. And I also do addiction relief. Now, I'm not going to be able to help you totally, completely drop something you're addicted to, but what I do will help you get a leg up on it so that you have a better chance of being successful with it. And I also do mediumship work as well. So check out my website, amista.info, I-N-F-O. Should you decide that you want a session with me, just get a hold of me and we'll schedule your session for you as soon as we can. And for the rest of you, I'll see you next week. Everybody have a great week. Peace out.